Decoding her signals. 10 red flags women subtly reveal and what they really mean. The enigmatic world of female psychology. Understanding the intricate workings of the female mind is an odyssey that has captivated humankind for centuries. It's a quest that fuels curiosity, prompting us to delve into the labyrinthine depths of their thoughts and behaviors. A woman's words and actions serve as invaluable clues, demanding a man's keen observation and perceptive interpretation. Whether in navigating the nuances of everyday conversations or deciphering subtle gestures, a grasp of female psychology enriches not only our comprehension, but also guides our decisions within the realm of relationships with wisdom and foresight. However, it's imperative to recognize that not every signal is inherently positive. Certain words and behaviors, if overlooked or dismissed, can inflict significant repercussions on both love and life. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover 10 specific expressions that, when uttered by a woman, should serve as a clarion call, prompting a profound reassessment of the relationship and a critical reflection on whether she truly values your commitment. This exploration transcends mere self-awareness. It's about empowering you to make sensible choices that safeguard your future happiness. The crux of the matter lies in the ability to understand and impartially analyze the multifaceted complexities of relationships, fostering an environment that nurtures positive values within yourself and cultivates meaningful, enduring connections. Let's embark on this journey of discovery, unlocking the secrets to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Unmasking the 10 red flags. 1. It's always about her. The echo chamber of self-absorption. The narrative often spun around men is that they must remain stoic, suppressing their emotions and withholding details about their daily lives. This expectation can lead to a profound sense of isolation, particularly when they dare to breach the walls and share their vulnerabilities with their partners, only to be met with indifference or outright dismissal. The act of sharing personal experiences is an act of trust, a vulnerable offering that says, I trust you with my inner world, with my joys and sorrows. But when this trust is met with disinterest or the conversation is abruptly redirected towards trivial matters, it inflicts a deep wound. Imagine, for instance, the culmination of months of hard work, the achievement of a long-sought-after promotion. You are elated, brimming with pride, eager to share this monumental news with your partner, anticipating her shared excitement. Instead, her attention is fixated on the latest fashion trend or a newly released gadget. It's as if she's declaring, your triumph is inconsequential. Let us instead discuss matters of my interest. This imbalance can severely disrupt the equilibrium of a relationship, creating a hierarchy where one person's achievements and emotions are deemed less valuable than the other's superficial interests. Such a dynamic is antithetical to the principles of a healthy relationship, which thrives on mutual respect and validation. To quote the ancient philosopher Epictetus, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This elegant maxim underscores the paramount importance of active listening and genuine care for each other's experiences. It's about demonstrating empathy, celebrating each other's successes, and providing unwavering support through life's trials and tribulations. Recognizing instances of selfishness or emotional neglect is crucial. It's about acknowledging your own worth and safeguarding your emotional well-being. Sometimes, this might necessitate a heartfelt conversation to address the imbalance. Other times, it might require making difficult decisions about the future of the relationship. Regardless, the overarching goal is to seek happiness and fulfillment in a partnership built on mutual care and respect. Imagine landing your dream job and rushing home to tell your partner, only to find them scrolling through social media, barely looking up to acknowledge your excitement before launching into a story about their day. Or picture pouring your heart out about a difficult situation at work, only to be met with a dismissive, "That's nothing. Let me tell you about what happened to me." These scenarios paint a clear picture of a relationship where one partner's experiences consistently overshadow the others, leaving you feeling unheard and undervalued. This isn't just about being a good listener. It's about creating a space where both partners feel comfortable sharing their joys, sorrows, and everything in between, knowing they'll be met with genuine interest and empathy. A healthy relationship thrives on reciprocal support and understanding, where each partner feels seen, heard, and valued for who they are. But what happens when this balance is disrupted and one partner's needs consistently take precedence over the others? This can manifest in various ways, from constant interruptions during conversations to a lack of interest in your hobbies or passions. It can even extend to minimizing your accomplishments or dismissing your feelings as insignificant. Over time, this pattern of behavior can erode your self-esteem, leaving you feeling emotionally drained and resentful. It's as if your voice is being silenced, your experiences invalidated, and your very existence diminished within the confines of the relationship. Original reflection. This is a red flag because it reflects a lack of empathy and a prioritization of the partner's needs above your own. It's crucial to address this imbalance early on, as it can lead to resentment and ultimately undermine the relationship. Creative expansion. Imagine this scenario. You finally land that big promotion at work. You're over the moon, bursting with pride, and you want to share this awesome news with your partner, hoping she'll share in your excitement. But instead, she's more interested in talking about the latest fashion trend or gadget. It's like she's saying, "Your big moment doesn't matter. Let's talk about something I find important instead." This kind of imbalance can really mess with a relationship. It's like one person's achievements and feelings don't matter as much as the other's trivial interests, and that's not how a healthy relationship should work. 2. I'm busy right now. The artful dodge of prioritization. The demands of the modern world often require a delicate balancing act between professional obligations and personal commitments. Like many, you navigate the complexities of a demanding career, dedicating yourself to a 9-to-5 job. Yet, amidst the professional demands, you prioritize your family, recognizing their paramount importance. You diligently carve out quality time for them, demonstrating a commendable commitment to your loved ones and an impressive ability to manage competing priorities effectively. In the words of the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. This timeless wisdom emphasizes the importance of perspective and resilience in confronting life's challenges. It encourages us to approach situations with a rational mindset, recognizing that our fears and perceptions often exaggerate difficulties beyond the actual circumstances. However, a red flag arises when your partner exhibits consistent unavailability or a pattern of missed opportunities for connection. When you reach out to her, she responds with a litany of excuses, claiming to be engrossed in work or too busy to engage in conversation. It's crucial to recognize that a person who genuinely values a relationship will prioritize spending time with their partner, regardless of their other commitments. Open communication and mutual respect are the cornerstones of any healthy relationship, and it's imperative to address any discrepancies or concerns with empathy and understanding. In essence, maintaining a balance between professional and personal life is crucial, but genuine interest and effort in the relationship should never be compromised or overlooked. Building strong connections requires consistent effort, open communication, and a mutual willingness to prioritize each other's well-being and happiness. Imagine planning a special date night, only to have her cancel at the last minute due to an urgent work meeting. Or perhaps you try to call her during your lunch break, only to be met with a voicemail message and a delayed response hours later. While occasional scheduling conflicts are inevitable, a consistent pattern of unavailability raises questions about her priorities and level of commitment to the relationship. It's as if she's relegating you to the bottom of her to-do list, always finding excuses to avoid spending quality time together. This isn't just about the quantity of time spent. It's about the quality of connection. Even brief moments of undivided attention can strengthen the bond between partners, fostering a sense of intimacy and understanding. But when those moments are consistently sacrificed for other commitments, it sends a clear message that the relationship is not a priority. Over time, this pattern of behavior can lead to feelings of loneliness, resentment, and a growing disconnect between partners. It's as if you're drifting further apart, each leading separate lives with little overlap or shared experiences. Original reflection. This is a red flag because it suggests that she's not prioritizing the relationship. Open communication is vital to express your needs and concerns. Creative expansion. However, if your partner is consistently unavailable or missing in action, it raises concerns. When you reach out to her, she responds with excuses like being engrossed in work or too busy to talk. It's essential to recognize that when someone values a relationship, they prioritize spending time with their partner regardless of their commitments. Open communication and mutual respect are fundamental pillars of any healthy relationship, and it's crucial to address any discrepancies or concerns with empathy and understanding. In essence, maintaining a balance between work and personal life is crucial, but genuine interest and effort in relationships should never be compromised or overlooked. Building strong connections requires consistent effort, communication, and a mutual willingness to prioritize each other's well-being and happiness. The ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." This quote emphasizes the importance of perspective and resilience in facing life challenges. It encourages us to approach situations with a rational mindset, understanding that our perceptions and fears often exaggerate difficulties more than the actual circumstances warrant. 3. My ex used to do that. The ghost of relationships past. In the context of a committed relationship, it is generally considered inappropriate to dwell on past romantic entanglements. A significant red flag arises when your partner consistently references her ex-partner, particularly in a comparative or idealized manner. This behavior can manifest in various subtle ways, such as when you're shopping together and she remarks, "My ex had great taste in clothes. He would have loved this outfit." While seemingly innocuous, these comments can trigger feelings of inadequacy and insecurity in your current relationship. It's essential to recognize that constantly comparing you to her past relationships is not conducive to building a healthy and trusting partnership. This situation aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control, as outlined by Epictetus. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Dwelling on past relationships is beyond your control, and it's crucial to prioritize your emotional well-being by addressing such behaviors in a constructive manner. Imagine planning a romantic getaway, only to have her remark, "My ex took me to a much nicer place." Or perhaps you try to cook a special meal, only to be met with, "My ex used to make this dish all the time, and it was way better." These constant comparisons create a sense of competition and undermine your efforts to build a unique and meaningful connection. It's as if she's still living in the past, unable to fully commit to the present relationship. This isn't just about reminiscing about good times. It's about constantly holding you up to an idealized version of her ex, setting an impossible standard that you can never meet. Over time, this pattern of behavior can erode your confidence, leaving you feeling inadequate and constantly striving to measure up to someone who is no longer in the picture. It's as if you're trapped in a never-ending comparison game, where you're always coming up short. Original reflection. It indicates she hasn't fully moved on or is using the current relationship as a distraction. Don't allow yourself to be a rebound partner. Creative expansion. Consistently bringing up past relationships may indicate that your partner hasn't fully moved on or is using the current relationship as a distraction from unresolved emotions. This can lead to you being a rebound partner rather than someone chosen out of genuine desire and connection. It's essential to recognize these patterns and not allow yourself to be used as a temporary emotional crutch. If you notice that your partner frequently mentions their ex or seems unable to let go of the past, it may be time to reassess the relationship. Your emotional health and happiness should not be compromised, and staying in such a situation can lead to unnecessary heartache. Having open and honest conversations about boundaries and expectations in the relationship is crucial, but if these discussions do not lead to positive changes, it may be in your best interest to consider moving on. Remember, prioritizing your well-being is not selfish. It's an essential aspect of maintaining healthy relationships. As Epictetus wisely stated, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. 4. It's your fault. The blame game and the absence of accountability. One crucial red flag that many men tend to overlook in relationships is when a woman consistently refuses to apologize or take responsibility for her actions. This behavior transcends mere oversight or occasional misunderstandings. It reflects a deeper, ingrained pattern of behavior that can significantly disrupt the dynamics of the relationship. In such situations, when you err, she expects you to grovel and seek forgiveness, regardless of how trivial the issue may be. Conversely, when she makes mistakes or behaves inappropriately, the blame mysteriously shifts to you, and she absolves herself of any wrongdoing. Rather than acknowledging her faults and working towards resolution together, she deflects responsibility onto you, creating an imbalanced and unhealthy dynamic. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This timeless wisdom underscores the importance of introspection and accountability in navigating life's challenges, including those within relationships. Imagine accidentally spilling a glass of wine at dinner, only to be met with a scathing rebuke and a laundry list of your past transgressions. Or perhaps you forget to pick up milk at the grocery store, triggering a full-blown argument about your lack of consideration and attention to detail. In these scenarios, even minor missteps are magnified and used as ammunition to attack your character. But what happens when she makes a mistake? Perhaps she forgets your birthday, cancels plans at the last minute, or says something hurtful in the heat of the moment. In these instances, the blame is deftly shifted onto you. It's your fault for not reminding me. You made me so stressed that I couldn't think straight, or you're just too sensitive. This constant deflection of responsibility creates a toxic environment where you're always walking on eggshells, afraid to make a mistake or voice your concerns. It's as if she's incapable of admitting fault, always finding a way to justify her actions and place the blame squarely on your shoulders. Over time, this pattern of behavior can erode your self-esteem, leaving you feeling constantly criticized, invalidated, and responsible for her happiness. Original reflection. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect and shared responsibility. By disregarding or minimizing her own faults while magnifying yours, she undermines trust and creates a toxic cycle of blame and resentment. Creative expansion. Healthy relationships thrive on open communication, mutual respect, and shared responsibility. Both partners must be willing to recognize their mistakes, apologize sincerely, and work together towards resolution and growth. By disregarding or minimizing her own faults while magnifying yours, she not only undermines the foundation of trust and respect, but also creates a toxic cycle of blame and resentment. It's essential to recognize this warning sign and approach it with clarity and maturity. It's crucial to remember that relationships are built on mutual responsibility and understanding. While forgiveness and appreciation are essential components, they must be reciprocated and valued by both partners. If she consistently avoids admitting her mistakes or refuses to work towards healthier communication and conflict resolution, it may indicate deeper issues of maturity and emotional intelligence. Therefore, it's imperative to assess the overall health and compatibility of the relationship. As difficult as it may be, ending a relationship with such imbalances can pave the way for personal growth and the pursuit of more fulfilling connections. Prioritize finding a partner who values accountability, empathy, and mutual respect, as these qualities are the cornerstones of a lasting and meaningful relationship journey. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. 5. Pointing out flaws. The erosion of self-esteem through constant criticism. A crucial aspect of a healthy relationship is the ability to communicate openly and constructively. Your partner should not only listen to your thoughts and feelings, but also provide constructive feedback that empowers you to grow as an individual. Instead of constantly pointing out flaws or shortcomings, they should inspire and motivate you to become the best version of yourself. This approach fosters a sense of trust and mutual respect, creating a supportive environment where both partners can thrive personally and as a couple. Conversely, if your partner consistently undermines your self-esteem or belittles your aspirations, it's a clear red flag, signaling potential toxicity within the relationship. Feeling comfortable in your own skin and being able to express yourself authentically are fundamental rights within a healthy partnership. If these essential elements are compromised due to negativity or constant criticism, it may be time to reassess the dynamics of the relationship. Recognizing warning signs within a relationship is paramount to fostering a healthy and fulfilling connection. When you're in the company of your partner, it should be a space where mutual encouragement and a sense of security thrive. Their role extends beyond mere companionship. It encompasses nurturing your growth and ensuring that you feel valued and confident in yourself. Building a strong foundation based on love and positivity is not just beneficial, but necessary for the relationship to flourish and evolve positively over time. Imagine sharing your dreams of starting a small business, only to be met with skepticism and a barrage of reasons why you're not qualified or likely to succeed. Or perhaps you try to express your feelings about a difficult situation, only to be told that you're being irrational or overly sensitive. In these scenarios, your partner consistently undermines your confidence, making you feel like your thoughts, feelings, and aspirations are invalid. But what happens when you try to address these concerns? Perhaps you're met with defensiveness, denial, or even accusations of being too needy or insecure. This constant criticism and lack of support can erode your self-esteem over time, leaving you feeling inadequate, unworthy, and constantly doubting yourself. It's as if you're walking on eggshells, afraid to share your thoughts and feelings for fear of being ridiculed or dismissed. Original reflection. When you're in the company of your partner, it should be a space where mutual encouragement and a sense of security thrive. Creative expansion. In the wise words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. This timeless quote encapsulates the essence of nurturing relationships based on empathy, support, and kindness. Choosing to surround yourself with individuals who uplift and encourage your growth aligns with the Stoic philosophy of focusing on virtuous behaviors and meaningful connections. Ultimately, prioritizing your emotional well-being and personal growth sets the stage for a fulfilling and enriching relationship journey. 6. I have no one else. The trap of emotional dependency. It's a common scenario for many women to rely on their partners for emotional support, often using a phrase that's become all too familiar. I have no one else. However, it's crucial to delineate your role within the relationship. You are her companion and equal, not her therapist or problem solver. Your primary responsibility isn't to diagnose or treat her mental health issues or to shoulder the burden of solving every challenge she faces. While it's natural to want to be the hero and provide unwavering support, it's essential to recognize the boundaries of your role. If she appears overwhelmed or helpless, it's not an invitation for you to swoop in as a savior. By assuming this role, you inadvertently encourage dependency and may create an unhealthy dynamic where she relies on you excessively for emotional stability. Instead, what she truly needs is the expertise and guidance of a professional psychiatrist or counselor who can provide tailored mental health support. This specialized assistance goes beyond what you as a partner can offer and ensures she receives comprehensive care for her well-being. Imagine spending your evenings listening to her vent about her problems, offering advice, and trying to fix her issues. You become her confidant, her therapist, her everything. But over time, you realize that she's not taking any steps to address the underlying issues. She continues to rely on you for emotional support, but she's not actively working towards resolving her problems. In these scenarios, you become trapped in a cycle of emotional dependency, where her well-being is contingent upon your constant support. But what happens when you need support? Perhaps you're going through a difficult time at work, dealing with a family crisis, or simply feeling overwhelmed. When you try to share your feelings, she may be unable to reciprocate the support, too preoccupied with her own problems to offer you the same level of care and attention. This lack of reciprocity can lead to feelings of resentment and burnout, as you realize that you're giving far more than you're receiving. Original reflection. Failing to acknowledge and respect these boundaries can lead to resentment and strain in the relationship over time. The weight of constantly being the fixer can take a toll on your mental and emotional health. Creative expansion. Taking inspiration from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who famously said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do," we're reminded of the importance of self-awareness and setting realistic expectations. By understanding your limitations and focusing on your own well-being, you can cultivate a healthier dynamic within the relationship. This may even involve having open and honest conversations about seeking professional help and encouraging her to take proactive steps towards her mental health journey. Ultimately, prioritizing your own mental health and maintaining clear boundaries can contribute to a more fulfilling and balanced partnership, benefiting both you and your significant other in the long run. 7. It was nothing serious. The minimization of infidelity and betrayal. Discovering your partner in a situation of infidelity is undoubtedly one of the most heart-wrenching experiences a person can endure within a relationship. It strikes at the core of trust, the very essence that sustains any meaningful connection between two individuals. When such betrayal occurs, it not only shatters the romantic bond, but also undermines the mutual respect and understanding that should exist between partners. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca aptly noted, a lack of trust is the first step towards disintegration. The aftermath of infidelity is often marked by a tumultuous mix of emotions, ranging from shock and disbelief to anger and sadness. It challenges one's beliefs about the relationship and forces a reassessment of the shared values and commitments that once seemed unshakable. The betrayed partner may grapple with feelings of inadequacy, questioning what they could have done differently to prevent such a breach of trust. Imagine discovering a series of text messages on her phone, revealing an intimate relationship with a coworker. Or perhaps you stumble upon a compromising photo on social media, depicting her with another man. In these scenarios, the evidence of infidelity is undeniable, shattering your trust and leaving you reeling with shock and disbelief. But what happens when you confront her about it? Perhaps she downplays the situation, claiming that it was just a harmless flirtation or that it didn't mean anything. She may even try to shift the blame onto you, accusing you of being too controlling, neglectful, or insecure. This minimization of infidelity is a clear red flag, indicating a lack of remorse and a failure to acknowledge the gravity of her actions. It's as if she's trying to gaslight you, making you question your own sanity and perception of reality. Over time, this pattern of behavior can erode your self-worth, leaving you feeling betrayed, humiliated, and unable to trust her again. Original reflection. Choosing to end a relationship marred by infidelity is not a sign of weakness, but rather a reaffirmation of one's self-worth and dignity. Creative expansion. In moments like these, it becomes imperative to prioritize self-respect and emotional well-being. While the unfaithful partner may attempt to downplay the severity of their actions, offering assurances that it was a one-time occurrence, it is essential to recognize the gravity of the situation. Trust, once broken, is not easily mended, and repeated assurances may ring hollow in the face of past betrayal. Furthermore, the act of infidelity extends beyond mere physical involvement with another person. It represents a fundamental disregard for the emotional sanctity of the relationship. It sends ripples of doubt and insecurity through the foundation of love and companionship that was built over time. Choosing to end a relationship marred by infidelity is not a sign of weakness, but rather a reaffirmation of one's self-worth and dignity. It is a courageous step towards embracing honesty, integrity, and the pursuit of genuine connections based on mutual trust and respect. As challenging as it may be to part ways, staying in a relationship plagued by betrayal only prolongs the emotional turmoil and prevents both individuals from finding true fulfillment and happiness. 8. Being too sensitive, the weaponization of emotion. Oh, you being too sensitive. This seemingly innocent remark can carry a heavy weight when directed at your significant other. It's not just about being sensitive. It's about respect and empathy in a relationship. It's disheartening when your partner finds entertainment in poking fun at your failures or dismissing your heartfelt losses as trivial. When you gather the courage to address these hurtful actions, instead of receiving understanding or an apology, you're met with a dismissive comment about your sensitivity. The argument presented is often that one should be able to roll with the punches, displaying mental fortitude in the face of criticism or teasing. However, there's a fine line between good-natured banter and hurtful behavior, especially when it's your partner who should be a source of support and understanding. Imagine confiding in her about a career setback, only to be met with a dismissive, "You're just too sensitive. You need to toughen up." Or perhaps you express your sadness about the loss of a loved one, only to be told that you're dwelling on the past and need to move on. In these scenarios, your partner consistently invalidates your emotions, making you feel like your feelings are wrong or inappropriate. But what happens when you try to explain how her words are affecting you? Perhaps you're met with defensiveness, accusations of being overly dramatic, or even a complete dismissal of your feelings. This weaponization of emotion is a clear red flag, indicating a lack of empathy and a failure to understand the importance of emotional validation. It's as if she's using your vulnerability against you, turning your feelings into a source of ridicule or shame. Over time, this pattern of behavior can erode your self-esteem, leaving you feeling constantly invalidated, misunderstood, and afraid to express your emotions. Original reflection. When your partner not only fails to acknowledge your valid feelings, but also uses them against you, it's a red flag. Creative expansion. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This sentiment holds true in relationships as well. When your partner not only fails to acknowledge your valid feelings, but also uses them against you, it's a red flag. Insults disguised as jokes or comparisons to other successes only serve to degrade your sense of self-worth. It's crucial to recognize when such interactions become toxic and detrimental to your well-being. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift and encourage your growth is essential for personal development and happiness. It's okay to expect respect, empathy, and kindness from your partner, and it's crucial to set boundaries when those expectations are not met. Relationships should be a source of support and positivity, not a constant battle to prove your resilience against hurtful remarks. 9. Obey me. The erosion of autonomy through control. In many relationships, women often take charge of managing their male partner schedules. They might inquire about spending time with friends or making plans, which is usually fine and shows a healthy relationship where partners support each other's social lives. However, if this care turns into controlling behavior, it becomes problematic. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." This quote emphasizes the importance of maintaining personal freedom and not succumbing to undue influence in relationships. Imagine her constantly checking up on you, demanding to know your whereabouts at all times. Or perhaps she disapproves of your friends, subtly discouraging you from spending time with them. In these scenarios, your partner is attempting to control your life, isolating you from your support network and eroding your personal autonomy. But what happens when you try to assert your independence? Perhaps you're met with anger, guilt trips, or even threats of ending the relationship. This blatant disregard for your freedom is a clear red flag, indicating a desire to dominate and control your every move. It's as if she sees you as an extension of herself, rather than an independent individual with your own thoughts, feelings, and aspirations. Over time, this pattern of behavior can stifle your personal growth, leaving you feeling trapped, suffocated, and resentful. Original reflection. While it's acceptable for her to have preferences about your friends, restricting your time with them is concerning. Creative expansion. If your partner begins demanding obedience or asks you to give up your hobbies and time with friends, it's a warning sign. While it's acceptable for her to have preferences about your friends, restricting your time with them is concerning. If she issues ultimatums, insisting that you must choose between her or your friends, it's time to reconsider the relationship. Remember, your happiness and freedom are paramount, and sacrificing them for someone else's control is not healthy. Epictetus's teachings remind us to prioritize our autonomy and well-being above all else. Effective communication is vital in navigating such challenges within relationships. Open and honest discussions about needs, boundaries, and expectations can foster mutual understanding and respect. Healthy relationships thrive on a balance between individual pursuits and shared experiences, allowing both partners to maintain connections with friends and pursue personal interests without feeling constrained or controlled. 10. You are cheating. The unfounded accusation and the erosion of trust. Accusations of cheating can really mess up a relationship, causing a lot of mistrust and hard feelings if not handled carefully. It's super important to approach these kinds of situations with understanding and kindness, while also standing up for yourself and what you know is right. In a good relationship, trust is like the solid ground that everything else stands on, making both people feel safe and valued. But when trust gets shaky because of suspicions and doubts, it can make everything feel unstable. Imagine constantly being interrogated about your interactions with other women, even innocent conversations with coworkers or casual acquaintances. Or perhaps she goes through your phone, emails, and social media accounts, searching for evidence of infidelity. In these scenarios, your partner is displaying a deep-seated lack of trust, creating a climate of suspicion and paranoia. But what happens when you try to reassure her that you're being faithful? Perhaps you're met with skepticism, accusations of lying, or even demands for further proof. This unfounded accusation is a clear red flag, indicating underlying insecurities, past traumas, or a desire to control and manipulate you. It's as if she's projecting her own fears and anxieties onto you, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of distrust and resentment. Over time, this pattern of behavior can erode your self-esteem, leaving you feeling constantly scrutinized, distrusted, and unable to build a genuine connection. Original reflection. Baseless accusations of cheating can really hurt a relationship and both people involved. Creative expansion. When someone accuses you of cheating without any real proof, it's important to try to figure out why they're feeling that way. Sometimes, past experiences, insecurities, or just not talking openly can make someone feel really jealous and suspicious. It's important to talk about these feelings honestly and without blaming each other, so you can understand where the other person is coming from and work through it together. As the old saying goes, trust yourself and others will trust you too. That means sticking to your values and beliefs even when things get tough. But it's also important to set boundaries and deal with any behaviors like invading in your privacy or constantly accusing you without reason. If you notice signs of mistrust early on, like your partner going through your stuff or always asking where you've been, it's important to address it calmly and respectfully. Good communication, respect for each other, and facing problems together can help rebuild trust and make your relationship stronger. But if the accusations keep coming despite your efforts to talk things out, it might be time to get outside, help, or rethink the relationship altogether. In the end, baseless accusations of cheating can really hurt a relationship and both people involved. By building trust, talking openly, and respecting each other, couples can work through tough times and come out stronger. And like the saying goes, trusting yourself is key to earning trust from others, showing the importance of staying true to yourself even in difficult situations. As we conclude today's discussion, let's recap the essential and valuable lessons necessary for fostering a healthy relationship. Navigating a fulfilling and harmonious relationship with a woman involves several pivotal elements that are non-negotiable. It's imperative to delve into these aspects to ensure a strong foundation and mutual understanding between partners. Women, like all individuals, are deeply influenced by their emotions, which often guide their reactions and decisions. However, this emotional depth does not overshadow the necessity of rationality and coherence in relational interactions. First and foremost, maintaining a sense of mutual respect is paramount. This encompasses treating each other with dignity, empathy, and consideration, even in moments of disagreement or challenge. Respect serves as a cornerstone upon which trust, appreciation, and genuine connection are built within the relationship. Moreover, effective communication plays a pivotal role in fostering understanding and resolving conflicts. Open and honest communication allows partners to express their thoughts, feelings, and needs clearly, creating a safe space for vulnerability and intimacy. It involves active listening, empathy, and a willingness to understand each other's perspectives without judgment or defensiveness. In addition to respect and communication, shared values and goals contribute significantly to a fulfilling partnership. While differences can be enriching, aligning on fundamental values such as honesty, integrity, and commitment strengthens the bond between partners. It provides a sense of unity and purpose, fostering collaboration and mutual support in navigating life's challenges and celebrating successes together. Furthermore, cultivating trust is essential for a healthy relationship. Trust is built through consistency, reliability, and transparency in actions and words. It involves honoring commitments, being dependable, and respecting boundaries. Trust forms the basis of emotional security and allows individuals to be authentic and vulnerable without fear of betrayal or judgment. It's also crucial to nurture individual growth and self-care within a relationship. Supporting each other's personal aspirations, hobbies, and self-care practices fosters a balanced and fulfilling life as individuals and as a couple. Encouraging self-expression, exploration, and self-improvement strengthens the bond by celebrating each other's unique qualities and journeys. Conversely, ignoring red flags or tolerating toxic behaviors can jeopardize the health and happiness of the relationship. It's essential to address issues such as manipulation, disrespect, or lack of empathy early on and seek professional support if needed. Healthy boundaries, self-respect, and a commitment to emotional well-being are fundamental in creating a sustainable and fulfilling partnership. In conclusion, a fulfilling and harmonious relationship with a woman requires a multifaceted approach that prioritizes respect, communication, shared values, trust, individual growth, and emotional well-being. By nurturing these elements with care and dedication, partners can create a strong and enduring connection built on mutual love, support, understanding, and shared vision for the future. This journey of building and sustaining a healthy relationship is ongoing, requiring continuous effort, understanding, and adaptability as partners navigate life's complexities together, growing stronger and closer with each experience shared. Remember, a healthy relationship is not about perfection. It's about progress, commitment, and a willingness to grow together. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of understanding women's minds and behaviors. I am grateful for your presence here as we delve into a topic that is both fascinating and essential for enriching our personal relationships. I trust that the knowledge and perspective shared today have sparked contemplation and offered valuable insights that can positively impact your interactions with the women in your life. If you resonated with the concepts discussed and found them beneficial, I invite you to share your reflections and experiences in the comments section below this video. Your feedback not only fosters a sense of community, but also guides us in crafting future content that addresses your specific interests and concerns effectively. Additionally, be sure to explore the accompanying videos linked in the end screen. These resources provide further depth and nuanced discussions on related subjects, offering you a comprehensive understanding of the diverse facets of relationships and human dynamics. Thank you for investing your time and attention in this exploration. I eagerly anticipate our continued journey together, filled with enriching discussions and mutual growth. Until we meet again, take care, approach relationships with an open mind, and nurture them with empathy and understanding. Here's to meaningful connections and ongoing exploration.